Hi, my name's Dan. You may have missed me if you subscribed to my channel. I thank you for that. And then I got COVID, so what can I say? I am going to come back with the promised series of videos about digital product portfolio management, and there will be a lot more about that coming out in August. However, what I'd like to talk to you about today is something different, which is our TOGAF practitioner training. Google searches for TOGAF training keep going up, so someone's interested. And I want to tell you a little bit about how I go about it because I'm a little bit not that bashful. I think mine is better than most. It's certainly better than the ones where someone with no experience just reads you some slides. I want to show you why it still works. It worked for me then. It works for me now. Here are a few clips from the introduction to a training class that I did last week. I hope you find it interesting. If so, go to managingdigital.com to learn more about what we offer, why we offer it, and when you can join my class. Hope to see you there soon. Thank you. This is me. I'm Dan. I've been in IT for a long time, mostly working in really large companies, and there's a list of them here. I will be telling you some stories from those large companies as we go through this to try to put some meat on the dry bones of TOGAF information. This is a course that often people find to be quite dry and it's complicated. There's a lot of new terminology. I'll take you through that as best I can. One of the benefits you get from this course is you can call me up and ask me questions later. So I'm not going to do a weekly mentoring call as part of the thing, but you can certainly get in touch if you do have questions about the exam or about the material. There are lots of different pieces of TOGAF certifications that you can get. The main ones are what we're going to go over in this course. There are two exams that go with this material. One is the foundation and one is the practitioner. And the practitioner course is more focused on what do we actually do with these pieces? How do they fit together? How does that work? We combine that into one course that I put together. It's approved and accredited by the open groups. There's no issue with that. There is a set of information covered in the exam that all has to be included in the training or referred to. So everything that you need for the exam is either on these slides or if it isn't, I'll tell you what the other material is that contains it that is part of the whole package that you get. So this is a single combined course, but you will have two exams to take when we get finished. Everything in the exam is based on this set of documents. You can get this online. The entire TOGAF standard is online. It's free for anybody to look at. This is the open group picture of the path toward learning about TOGAF enterprise architecture. There is still something called TOGAF 9. TOGAF 9 uses the same foundation part and has a part 2 exam that is less comprehensive. We've stopped teaching that because the material is much more up to date and more useful. The foundation part is meant to explain, as I said, the basic understanding. What are the parts and pieces? What are the names of things? And if what you need to do is to know the basic vocabulary and generally understand what's going on with it a bit, that's what the foundation thing is for. The practitioner knowledge base is based on the foundation information, but there's a lot more about how do you actually apply this? What do you actually need to do? How do you use this in your work? And we'll focus more on that. It's a 4-day course. We will spend, I would guess, about 7 hours each day. And if you have a lot of questions, we have a lot of conversations, it might be 8. The first couple of days, we're not really going to talk about the foundation material very much. We will ease into that, but what we will talk about first is what are the things that enterprise architecture is for? What are the things you need to be able to do those things? One of the things that you will see pop up from time to time is this idea that Agile and TOGAF are not mutually exclusive. You can be a TOGAF practitioner in an Agile environment, and yes, you can. That is absolutely right. there is a lot of material that you might find out on the web or in meetings where people say, oh, this is old waterfall-y stuff. It isn't agile, so we don't care. That's false. It's a misunderstanding. Some people want to do heavy, slow waterfall things. That's not built in. That's a choice that people make. You should understand how to apply the approach to managing change, because that's what enterprise architecture is about. At least have a starting knowledge of how to apply the TOGAF method, also called the ADM or architecture development method, and how to apply TOGAF techniques. Everyone who takes this course, if they're taking an accredited course, certainly should come out of it with this fundamental set of information. You should understand the language, and I promise you the language will overwhelm you over the first couple of days, because there's a lot of detailed new language with specific meanings you really need to understand in order to get your arms around this. So I hope you found that interesting. You get a flavor of what kind of approach we take, what we're trying to help you with, what you can learn with the TOGAF Practitioner training. The newer TOGAF Standard version 10 has a lot more depth. It has a lot more useful information about how do I actually do this enterprise architecture thing, and I hope you'll find it helpful. I look forward to seeing you in class. Thanks very much. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you feel like subscribing, and liked. Bye for now.